Welcome to Wake Up West Palm, where we talk all things downtown West Palm Beach, and you get to meet some of the incredible people and businesses that make up our incredible community. I am joined today with Leigh Bennett, the Business Development and Marketing Director for Visit Palm Beach.
That's right.
Leigh, hi! We are outside enjoying this beautiful weather.
Breezy, beautiful.
This is why we live here, right?
It is. It's incredible.
So we're here at the waterfront at The Hut, where people get to rent do all this really cool stuff on the water.
Oh, yeah.
That's another reason why we're here. So before we get into all the really cool things that you guys do, let's talk a little bit about you and your background, because you are no stranger to West Palm Beach. You've been in this community for quite some time. You have such an interesting background. So tell us a little bit about why you're so passionate about this community and what got you involved in kind of wanting to promote cities and downtown.
Oh, thank you. So when I first came to West Palm Beach and Clematis Street was kind of a ghost town, I remember thinking, if I'm going to live here, I want it to be the type of community that I enjoy and have fun in. So my best friend at the time, we had two little ones, and we decided to create an event company and started doing events in the downtown in the city. Met the great people that are still part of downtown West Palm Beach, and we all kind of grew up together, we like to say, first in the event world. I worked with the Downtown Development Authority for a stint. What a great time in my life. I worked for City Place when it was first under construction and built. And I've just always loved downtown West Palm Beach. And so when we had the opportunity, going on 12 years now, to bring Visit Palm Beach and everything we do on the water to the West Palm Beach waterfront, we call it full circle. Brian and I say we've come full circle back to where we started, and we just love it down here.
Oh, that's so cool. I love that you just can feel your passion for wanting to bring events down here. And it's really interesting because you worked a little bit were you the marketing director what did you do for the Downtown Development
So I was
Authority?
the merchant coordinator at the time, and so helping the businesses connect and what we could do to help the businesses thrive. So I was kind of the go-between and holding their hands and getting to know them all. So that was just a great time. And like I said, I was there right before City Place came to be, and they kind of took me from there over to City Place, which I was at City Place for about 5 years and loved all of that too.
You've seen all the things, because there's it was City Place, and then all the different name changes and all the different merchants, and kind of over the years, what do you feel is one of the best kind of things that you've seen change in downtown West Palm?
Certainly it's grown up, and so it's become more sophisticated and more things to do, but it's still the core. The waterfront is this historic waterfront that we just cherish so much, and we just love that we can kind of be the stewards of this waterfront right now and make sure that locals and visitors get to enjoy as much as they possibly can while they're here.
So Brian is the founder.
Yes.
And tell us about that relationship. You said you came full circle. What does that look like? How did you guys meet?
So Brian and I met in 1996. We were both at a Chamber of Commerce event. We were new members, and he had just started his business, and I had just started mine.
It's all about community.
And so we met at this event. He had his little stand down here. He did jet ski rentals, bike rentals, rickshaw rides, and that kind of thing. So we met then, and over the years, I did different things. He did, continue doing his thing and grew a little. And then, we happened to meet in our same neighborhood. We found out we were neighbors, and we decided we need to get together our businesses. So we joined forces about 13 years ago. And he was up in Riviera Beach at the time, and I said, let's go back to West Palm Beach where it started, full circle. Let's grow this down here. So here we are.
I love that. Isn't it so cool how you just never know? I always say we are all one idea or connection away from transforming our business and life.
Who would have ever known in 1996 that the two of us would become partners, coming back down here? I know.
I love it. So visit Palm Beach. Tell us a little bit about who you are, what you do, and what you're doing to really transform the waterfront down here.
Sure. So, well, we have the two 50-foot catamarans that are definitely the most popular thing we offer. So they both seat 49 passengers. We do cruises all day long, sightseeing cruises, sunset. We do snorkeling, private charters. We do lots of bachelorette parties and weddings and things like that. So just about anything you can imagine we do on those two boats. And a lot of people, again, 3, 4, 5 trips a day. So that's a lot of people coming to downtown to get out on the water and then come back into the downtown area. And then we also have kayak and paddleboard rentals and tours. We do bicycle rentals and tours, jet skis, and then we do a lot of really big group business. So we work with a lot of the big hotels for when they have big corporate groups come in, and all over the county we do things with the big groups.
Oh, that's so fun, like team building and stuff like that.
Team building, again, big kayak tours, treasure hunts, beach events, all kinds of things like that.
What I think is so interesting, so I take a walk on the waterfront all the time, especially on Saturdays. I come down to the Green Market and I always see the Hakuna Matata sitting over there, and I've actually never been on one, so I need to go.
You must.
Sometimes I feel like when we live in an area and we're just kind of used to it, right? We're like, we have the jet skis and the kayaks and the paddleboards and everything, and so I feel like sometimes we forget, hey, we live in this beautiful community. There's so much that we can do. So like on a Saturday, if you haven't yet come out and experience any of this, like what are some reasons why people should book their next, maybe a date night, right? Like maybe just something fun that you can do on one of the catamarans.
And that's just it. We have, whether it's a romantic date night or girls get together or a group of co-workers that want to get out, we do a happy hour cruise. It really is just a great way to not have to plan anything. You just get on the boat together. Great music, great scenery. Our captain and crew will show you some of the highlights in the area, and everybody gets off that boat best friends. You've met people from all over the country, and it's just one of the best experiences you can have, even as a local, to enjoy your own location.
Yeah, I think we were talking before we started recording, and I was like, I think it's interesting with all these different associations and businesses, especially something like Visit Palm Beach, because I think a lot of people think it's run by the city. Right. Like that and you said that, that's actually a common misconception. So are there things about Visit Palm Beach that you wish that more people knew?
Well, just that we are a private company, and we have a contract with the city to operate the waterfront down here and manage the things that go on here. But we also offer things all over the county, which is why Visit Palm Beach is the name. And so we do things from Boca to Jupiter, from out at Riverbend, like you were talking about, to the beach, and just all kinds of things like that we can do all over the county.
So you have a lot of experience with cities and obviously the Downtown Development Authority and things like that within your background. Tell us, what are some of your inspirations as far as like other places that you've gone or things that you might want to see happen in downtown West Palm?
Just again, keeping the waterfront as user, so most people can use and get out on the water is kind of what we're holding really precious right now. And just making sure we keep a bunch of public options, lots of public cruises, and really just not ever isolating our community from being able to use this as their outlet to get out.
Yeah, we really are so blessed to live in this community. I feel like there's just so many. This is one of the reasons why I wanted to do the show, right? To highlight some of the businesses that some people might not know about. Yeah. So do you ever miss getting to work with all the merchants?
I still do. That's part of what I love about being here, is that I get to come back down here, and whether it's my friends and family at the city and at the Downtown Development Authority and at Rosemary Square and all the hotels here, we all just work so well together. So I don't miss it because I still am a part of it, I feel like.
Yeah. Oh, that's awesome. Thanks. So when you and Brian think about kind of the future of Visit Palm Beach, what are you looking at? What are you thinking about building out?
Again, just continuing to create these great experiences, and it's so fulfilling when, I'll be down here on the dock and a family from, Minnesota comes out and they go on one of our cruises and they come back and say it was the best time they had their entire vacation, and they're so happy they found us, and I get chill bumps because I'm just like, we did it. We made these people love their vacation and love their, visit here. And it's just continuing to do more of that for our community.
Aw, I love that. That's so
True.
awesome. Yeah, I mean, who wouldn't love being able to just be out on the water and experience this? Do you have any favorite activities? What are some of your favorites to do?
So we do a trip. Unfortunately, it's more in the summer because of the hotter weather. But we do one called Sip and Dip, where we take some of the toys out. We have this inflatable, bowl that people. It's pretty funny watching them try to ride that. We happen to own and operate the largest inflatable flamingo in the world.
Really?
15 to 26 seat inflatable flamingo that we had custom built. People absolutely flip over it because again it ties to one of the boats when we anchor, and again you'll have a group of bachelorettes or kids or families all just sitting in there with their drinks, and this giant flamingo is the best picture ever. That's a favorite for sure. And then any trip we do, again, people come back just so happy and having our crew and our they're all so much fun and good music, and these nice breezes. You can't beat it.
I know, right? You really can't.
Yeah,
I love it. All right, is there anything else that we really need to know in this community about downtown, like things that you feel like people might be missing out on that we live here and we kind of just pass by?
So I would say one of the things I hear a lot is with Brightline coming into town. We have the waterfront here and we have the hut, which you see. We have somebody here 7 days a week in the hut that operates a little bit as an information booth too. We have brochures, we have maps, we have things like that. So if people get off the train and want a starting point, walk to the waterfront. We'll help you. We'll steer you in the right direction. We'll give you some recommendations on where to go and kind of, help guide you. So that's what I would say is walk to the waterfront and go from here.
I love that. That's such a good suggestion because I feel like it can feel a little bit overwhelming. Like, where
you don't know which direction
to
to go. So if you just walk to the water, we can help you start.
Yeah, and that's what's so cool too about the Brightline is like you can just hey, take a trip into West Palm. You can come here. You can do some stuff on the catamaran. You can rent your kayaks or your paddleboard, and then you can go out to a beautiful restaurant.
Exactly, right. Make a whole day of it.
A whole day.
I know. And with event season coming, we've got Green Market and all the great events that happen all season. So any day you come up here, there's got something fun to do.
Awesome. Well, where can people find out more and book their next adventure?
So just visit palmbeach.com. It has all kinds of fun things to do. I mean, literally every single day we have something fun to do. So you can go and visit palmbeach.com. And you'll see our phone number there if you want to call and talk to somebody, get some advice, but we're here to help.
Oh, I love it. Well, thank you so much for being on this show. We so appreciate you.
You're welcome.
And everything that you do to help more people discover.
Thank you. We'll take care of them when they get here for sure.
That's right. Awesome. Well, Leigh, thank you so much. We appreciate you. And thank you all for watching. And if this did not inspire you to get out and do something on the water, I don't know what will. It is a beautiful day. It is beautiful here in downtown West Palm Beach, as always on the waterfront. So thank you so much for watching, and we look forward to seeing you next time.